Hello, gorgeous entrepreneurs. It's time for another quick tip with Tash. And this one is actually a very commonly asked question. People always ask me when they're starting to nudge out of startup and they're seeing that they need to grow their reach, but maybe they're not ready for Facebook ads yet, or they're just like, what do I do? And they say, how do I grow my reach organically without paying for increased reach? And do you have any strategies that I can use? So I'm going to share with you my 3-step strategy for growing my reach organically, and I still to this day do this quite consistently in my business. So step number 1 is to grow my organic Facebook reach through the power of consistency. Yes, it is that C word again that I keep banging on about, and it really does help you to grow your online presence and reach significantly. So number 1, I look for places where I'm hanging out consistently in my business. Can I be more consistent there and grow my reach to new audiences? Now, the way that I do that in Facebook groups is to ensure I'm being consistent just in the groups that I want to be consistent with. And I might choose one new group a month that I go and explore and see if it's a great fit for me. Now, I have a very strict rule. If I do decide to stay in that group, I need to let another one go. But it's not necessarily the different audiences that I'm looking for with those different groups. It's actually a different conversation. Often, there's a lot of the same people hanging out in the same groups, but I want to be having a conversation about something slightly different, so I will be exploring different groups. And sometimes I will actually go back to groups that I previously was in as well. But the big place where that consistency makes a huge difference is not in closed Facebook communities. It's on my Facebook page. So, I know a lot of people think that the Facebook algorithm is out to get them and there's no way that it's ever going to grow organically, but that is absolutely not true. If you have consistent, compelling, and connected content, there's a lot of C's, for your audience that's really relevant and really helpful for them, then you are going to see your organic reach grow consistently. Particularly if you mix up the medium that you're using when you're posting on Facebook consistently as well. So I'll do a few Facebook Lives every week. I'll also have images posted on my Facebook each week. I will also have some links to some of my content. I'll have links to other spaces on Facebook. I will share the content from other pages. I will upload videos like this one. I will also have pictures that I've shared on Instagram that share over to Facebook as well. I try and use a very diverse range of post types, as well as being very consistent with that content going up onto Facebook. Now, the more helpful my Facebook is to my audience, the more they engage with it, the more comments I get, the more likes I get, and therefore the more reach I get on Facebook. And to this day, that is still one of the fundamental parts of my organic reach growth. Number 2, having a Lady Posse Wolfpack. So I've talked about this several times before, but probably not in a quick tip from Tash. So a Lady Posse Wolfpack is where you get together with a bunch of peers, and I actually am in a few little private Facebook groups with different Lady Posse Wolfpacks, and we support each other and share each other's content. Either we have complementary services that are all to the same niche, or we have different audiences or different people that we reach consistently, and therefore we're going to help each other grow our reach. So if I'm promoting a webinar, I have a webinar Wolfpack that I belong to, and those people help me to share my webinar. They help by commenting on posts that I have on my page or in Facebook communities. They will share my work with their audiences. They will post about me on their Facebook page, and I do the same for them. That exposes us to a range of different audiences and also tells Facebook that lots of people want to share my stuff because they think it's going to be relevant to their audiences as well. And that reach is absolutely outstanding and phenomenal. So if you do not have a peer support network, if you don't have a Lady Posse Wolfpack that you belong to, you can jump into paid things such as we do Wolfpack posts in my academy. We also do them in the Takeoff program, and there's ways that you can access that through paid programs. But you can also just start your own little Wolfpack. Approach a few of your peers who you know, like, and trust, who you admire, who you have a connection with, and say, hey, I know that I'm not making the most of organic reach through peer support networks. So would you like to start one with me? I'm thinking we'll get 6 to 8 people together and we'll share each other's work. Does that sound something like something you'd be interested in? Be structured about it and come up with some strategies. Make sure that it's nice and fair and even and that you're all supporting each other, and go for it. A rising tide lifts all ships. Peer support is so powerful. And then the third thing that I do is I regularly put myself out there for other opportunities. I will let people know that I'm available for interviews. I'll let them know that I'm happy to do guest posts on their blogs. I'm happy to be interviewed as a guest on other people's programs. I've been on a range of different podcasts. I've done lots of video interviews. I've submitted articles and blogs. I still check Source Bottle in Australia, SOURCE bottle.com.au. In Australia, that's where the media and other outlets go for sources for their work. So I'll still submit to Source Bottle here and there. And sometimes I'll have articles published in new and interesting places and with new audiences. These things are all consistently growing my reach into new audiences. So if you're not consistently doing those things and you're thinking, oh no, the only way for me to grow my reach is to do Facebook ads, you're actually leaving a lot of opportunities on the table. So maybe consider looking to these other organic ways to grow your reach. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick tip with Tash. If you like this, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you. And if you've got any questions, also please do ask them. Until next time, I've been Tash Corbin. You've been a fabulous listener, and I cannot wait to see you shine. Bye for now, and big love from me. See you.